Fully exploring an area, or 100%ing as it's called, usually is done by people that either want all the rewards, want to see all areas of the game, are sweats, or people that have no stamina and nothing better to do. To 100% an area in WutheringWaves means really fully exploring it. There's 5 criteria to meet for it. These being resonance beacons, Sonance caskets, chests, bobflies, and viewpoints. I would be surprised if you didn't know what half of these are, unless you're watching this before trying out the game. Resonance beacons are the waypoints and towers found all around the world, usually being used as a quick teleport or heal. They're scattered all over, and so far, at least in my opinion, are placed in useful locations like in front of bosses, on top of accessible mountains, in the middle of cities, and so on. Finding them is easy, as they are on the map and just generally quite big in the overworld. To find all of them, I recommend unlocking all the resonance nexus, so the big towers, first, to get the remaining waypoints onto your map. Sonance caskets are glowing collectibles, usually being found in interesting places, on top of high buildings, mountains, or involved in puzzles. Due to having a bright light around them, and the map telling you once you're near one, they're quite easy to find. And by easy to find, I mean really easy. Like, golly gee, I wonder what that is! The percentage in the map tells you approximately how many you're missing. For example, if the area tells you you have 94% of Sonance caskets collected, chances are you're only missing one more. Sonance caskets can be exchanged for rewards at an NPC you unlock during the first chapter of the main story. The NPC is called Shenpi, who's located in Jinzhou and has a little adorable robot who you feed the caskets to. The usual rewards contain wishes, asteroid, and game materials. So far, no Union XP can be obtained from him. Chests are probably the main aspect of exploration. While other game mechanics give asteroid too, there's just way more chests to be found than waypoints or Sonance caskets. Being separated into chests and puzzles, both count to the completion percentage. Chests are, well, chests, being able to be found all over the overworld. The basic chests often just stand around or are hidden behind objects. While easy to collect, they probably give the least amount of completion. That said, if your map says you're only missing 2% of chests, it's probably the basic ones. Other chests are often locked until you beat all the enemies or solve the puzzle, going from 4 to 6% of completion to 10 or even 15. The percentage of completion depends on how large the area is. Puzzle chests often take on different forms, being either bringing home butterflies that give you the rewards automatically without a chest, or title heritages that are indicated on the map as chests. That said, you might think that being so high in numbers and spread around wherever in different forms makes them hard to find. That's where the Loot Mapper comes in. The Loot Mapper is a device you obtain from the Pioneer Association after completing minimal exploration. I had to do at least 20% in like 3 areas to unlock it, so it's quite easy to obtain. Once obtained, the Loot Mapper is automatically added to your utilities, having 3 charges and not needing to be crafted. Upon use, the Loot Mapper scans and marks chests in a radius around you, often showing you whether they are higher and lower than your character. The radius can stay for however long you like. If you scan an area and think, that's too many chests, I'll deal with that later, you can simply leave the charge there. The Loot Mapper only marks visible chests, overworld and in puzzles. It unfortunately doesn't mark butterflies or NPCs that award you with a chest after a side quest, so an interactive map might still be needed. So far though, NPC-wise, I've only encountered challenge runs that give them. For Jinzhou, for example, the only ones I've encountered were the Overdash Club Challenge guy and the Lion Dance Backflip Challenge. When you close your map, the marked chests are still shown on minimap, not requiring you to keep opening and closing your map to find them. If there are no chests in the area, the Loot Mapper tells you and immediately gives you the option to take back the charge to use somewhere else. I think this method of chest searching is quite handy, giving you the ability to collect chests at your own pace without needing to wait or hurry before the marks disappear. The only negative, as I've mentioned, is that it doesn't mark NPCs that could give chests or challenge towers. Viewpoints, as the name says, are random points on the map near beautiful scenery. Interacting with them gives you a pre-made screenshot of something in the area it's located in. This screenshot can be saved while collecting or later in the gallery. Lastly, we have bobflies. Even though they're described as tacit discords, they're actually not hostile at all. Rather than the humans themselves, this little thing takes interest in human items. I suppose it's implied that it just eats them? Guess that's the only negative against keeping it as a pet. While you are required to kill them, often with ranged attacks, that's the easiest part of it all, as they just pop after a single hit like a balloon. Finding them, though, can be a lot more challenging. They're tiny and constantly fly around in a set path, meaning if you just happen to walk past while they're flying around a rock or something, you can easily miss them. 100%ing an area not only rewards you with all the asteroid and materials within it, but the Pioneer Association also gives you certain gadgets and rewards for doing so. Like the loot mapper, there's also temporary waypoints and other things that can be unlocked. My favorite thing about exploration in WoWA is that the game doesn't lie to you. 100%ing something should really be 100%. I don't want the accomplishment to disappear after getting told I fully explored an area just to find a basic chest in some alleyway. While, according to a friend, there's still some sort of calculation error right now, I do think that they'll fix it soon. Either way, what do you think of the exploration design? In my opinion, they should just add another for puzzles, but that's just me. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day. Bye bye.